What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of New Parents in Training. So today, as you can see here, I got three different jumper slash bouncer at the three different price range. Now, our baby is growing and we want to get something that for him to kind of jump around and play around with. And so I went out and got three different products here. Now, they all priced differently. This one, the ExerSaucer, is the cheapest one. Then the Skip Hop, the medium range, and also you have the Baby Einstein, the most expensive one here. Now, a huge disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by any of this product here. This is an honest review that we just went out by this three and then we just test out ourselves. Now, if any of you out there are from this company, we don't mind to be sponsored, all right? So yeah, let us know if you want us to review your product. But anyway, with that being said, make sure that you read all the instruction when you put this thing on and some of the cautious details that you need to follow, because they do require certain things to be met before you can actually use it, i.e. the baby's weight. Let me go ahead and start unboxing each one of them, and then I'm going to give you a review after that. Now, as always, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. So let's get to it. Okay, so after unboxing all three of them, and let's talk about each one of them individually. This is called the ExerSaucer door jumper. Now we got the root door jumper, which the kangaroo, as you can see here, this is the mama kangaroo. There's a little kangaroo. Anyway, so this is as simple as you can get. I mean, you saw on the unboxing. I mean, I pulled it out and that's it. There's not much more to it. So at the time of filming, this is the cheapest of all three, and the price range from 20 something to 30 something. I put the description down below so you can go check it out. All three of the product that's mentioned in this video. But this one, yeah, it is super simple design. So this thing is no tool required. It's adjustable on top of this thing here, and it's extremely portable. As you can see here, I mean this is tiny compared to the other two. But anyway, so yeah, the bottom portion there's no adjustability, but the top is where uh, everything happens. So on top of here, that's where you adjust the length of this jumper. And this part is where you hook on to the door frame, the top of the door frame. This is pro and con at the same time, because look, this is at chest level. It's kind of already, like, to me, is you need to use quite a strength in order to pull this open. Now, depending on how thick your door frame is, you might have to pull all the way to out in order to put on top of the door frame. And also, this is at chest level. As you can imagine, if you put over the top of your head and put on top of the door frame, you do require some strength to put this on. Now, the only thing going for this is just the portability of this product. So this product is for baby that can hold their head upright without assisted, and it has to be weighed under 24 pounds. And the door frame has to be certain kind, but you can check it out on their website. Now for us, you can see from the clip, it fits perfectly. And yeah, I'll link the description down below so you can go check it out. All right, so let's talk about the medium price one. This is called the Skip Hop, the Baby View 3-Stage Activity Center. Yeah, that's right. This is Activity Center. According to the site, they're supposed to grow with the baby. So it does make a whole lot of difference if you want to buy something that can last for quite some time. This is the medium range price of the three. It's about $85 on the day of the filming. Now, as well as the other ones, I'm going to put the description down below so you can go check it out. For the initial stage, this is not a jumper, but there is some flex down here, so which baby can kind of swirl. But this is very sturdy. There are 3 stages for this activity center. One is just the baby can sit in here up to 25 pounds for your baby. And it's also safe to say that the baby has to be able to sit upright without assistance in order for him or her to use this. And this cloth is as well as very easy to wash. You just take this off from the plastic and then put it into the washing machine, and you can machine dry this. I have done so. So yeah, and all this is very easy to clean. So for the baby, initially you put him in here. Well, we put our baby in here, and his feet is just kind of dangled here. According to the instruction, the feet has to kind of touching it, but not flat. If your baby's feet is not even touching this, you have to adjust this accordingly. So that's one of the things that you need to keep in mind when you're setting this up. Overall, the setup is quite easy. It comes with all these toys that you see here. So here's the keyboard for the piano. It has different modes that you can set up to. This one form of music that it plays, but there are at least 4 of them here that you see. And also here that you have something that the baby can kind of move around like so. And also here is something that he or she can touch. Now this little thing that the baby can kind of push this and have this toy to come out. And this, it kind of just, I don't know, for the baby to kind of push it around. There are some beads in here that kind of making noises. And there's a bowl. I guess you can put food in here that the bowl inside the bowl, and then the kids can kind of eat off on here. So this one is a little bit troublesome. Not that it's hard to install, but it's just for safety reasons. I mean, look at here. There's a little gap because the baby can push this down. You might want to watch the baby when he or she is playing this. Not to put the finger inside the gap here because it might hurt the baby. But overall, this is very simple to set up. This thing is so easy to take off, and they are all plastic, so you can wash this with water. And to set it up is quite easy too. And that's pretty much it. And you can kind of adjust this however you see accordingly. So as the baby grow out of the first stage, moving on to the second stage, where this thing can turn to a table. You just take out the center part and move the bottom portion. Now the second stage, it's advised for you to remove the toys before you take out the bottom and put it on top. It kind of becomes a table. And then you put all the toys back on it so the baby can just walk around and play with this. Now, because the keyboard can be put on top of this bottom or the top portion as well, so the baby still can play the keyboard as well. Now, as the baby grows even further, now you can, if the baby outgrows all this toy, you can just take them apart. It will just become a table. Skip hop does come with chairs, but that's so separate. So by the time that the baby is able to walk by himself or herself, then if you want to use this as baby's dining table, then by all means just purchase a couple more chairs, and then it will just become a table for the little kid. So one of the other feature for this thing is that, as you can see here, there is a portion here that's been cut out. This is a window that when baby is sitting here, he or she can look underneath. And now you can put the keyboard instead of on top, on the bottom. When you set the keyboard on the last setting, when there's movement, see, now the keyboard will play by itself. So the kid doesn't even have to be hitting on the keyboard in order for it to play. So that's one other plus for this. And also this chair, it can swirl 360. So the baby can just kind of push himself around to touch all the toys that you can see here. Now let's move on to the last product here. It's called the Baby Einstein Neptune's Ocean Discovery Jumper. So here it is. It's kind of like an ocean theme going on here. It's very colorful, I must say. This is actually a jumper. As you can see, this can bounce. This one has a lot of conditions need to be met before the baby can sit here. So at least 6 months of age and can sit unassisted, has to be less than 30 inches tall and weigh less than 25 pounds. So as you can see here, this is quite colorful. Same thing as same thing as the skip hop. This can be swirled 360, so baby can use his or her feet to kind of, or use the body to turn this thing. Now, unlike the skip hop, all these toys are fixed in the location in. For the skip hop, as long as you can see an opening, you can put the toy there. So this has a little bit of limitation compared to the other one. This one can go like this, and the center is a bouncer, and there's a little book with clownfish, dolphin, and turtle. Is in English, Spanish, and also French. And there's toys here. It's very colorful. And also this thing, initially I was very confused. I'm like, why is the face facing outward? And then there's a silver thing with a label on the back. But it turns out this is actually a mirror on the back. So when baby is sitting here, he or she can just look at the mirror and see the reflection. Now, this is one of the things that kind of caught our attention when we decide whether or not to purchase this. It's this little turtle here. Not that it's being colorful or whatnot, but there's 3 modes that on top. So for this thing, it can play in 3 languages. So it has English, Spanish, and also French. But initially, we were thinking like, oh, it has 3 languages. It must be like extensive in terms of vocabulary, but it's not. Okay, so if you are thinking about that, this can teach your kids multiple words. Don't bother. Okay, so this thing can only play numbers and colors in English, French, and Spanish. Not even the whole 1 to 10, just 1 through 3. And color will be green, yellow, and red. I mean, come on, really? And this is the most expensive one? I don't know. As same as the other ones, this can be taken out and you can throw it in the washing machine to clean as well. All 3 of these are pretty easy to clean. Oh, and this is very easy to adjust. All you have to do is just pull down on this. And then once it clips, you can adjust however you want. So there's 4 levels, 1, 2, 3, 4 stages. You can raise this. Now it's in the lower setting because the feet will be the shortest for the kids right now. And as the time goes by, then we can raise this as needed. Unlike the skip hop, if you want to move this, you have to kind of grab on the right onto the bottom. Because if you just grab the top, it's not that sturdy. So I would suggest you to be really careful if you need to move this around. Okay, so that's the review for all 3 of this. From the price standpoint, ExerSaucer is the cheapest, and then this one followed, and this is Einstein, Baby Einstein is the most expensive one. But as far as how I like them, I would prefer the medium one, this the skip hop. Now, granted, this is not a jumper per se, but I mean, there's some flexibility here. The baby can kind of skip around, having fun over here. But the main thing is this can grow with the baby. Now, granted, all 3 of them has weight limits. After 24 pounds or so, none of this can be used. But as far as for the skip hop, you can continue to use it with the kid. As you can just put the bottom portion on top, become a table, and the kid can continue to use this. So from the usability standpoint, this is by far the most worth it one. Now, for if you want to look into like multiple languages, I guess you can go with the Baby Einstein. But I have to tell you, the vocabulary here is extremely limited. So I'm not even suggest you to go out and get one. Unless you are looking for a colorful jumper, yeah, then this will be it. If the budget is your concern, you still want to get a jumper, then by far the ExerSaucer is the cheapest and the easiest to use and most portable. Like all this too, it takes up space. This can be folded and take up less space, but this, yeah, you cannot shrink this down at all. This, at least you can take out the bottom portion, taking less space. But if you want space is your concern and budget is your concern, then the ExerSaucer is the way to go. So these are the 3 products in the 3 different price range. And I must say that for me, this is the winner here. It's the medium price and has the most user-friendly and also usability for the baby. So anyway, hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, bye.